What was the culture like in New York City in 1983? It was around HBO. Was it more corporate, that corporate 80s stuff, or was it like, was it this sort of like grungy New York artsy thing?
Well, it's kind of interesting. You remind me of that, the grungy sort of stuff, because most of the people at HBO who were at Time Warner at the time, in that building on a lot of floors, when they moved to the one on 42nd Street, I still think they kept their ties and jackets and stuff, but not really the art department. The art department was a mess, not in a bad way, but everything was all over the place, and pictures of art. You know, you're an artist, you put stuff all over the place, and that's the culture it developed and kept on going. So personally, I used to go in by bus, get out of the Port Authority, walk down 42nd Street, and during that time, before the Lion King and Disney put their theater there, you would probably catch something by the time you got to the end of the street, either shot in the arm with a heroin needle or a. So by the time I got to the office, go upstairs, get in the office, everybody's bullshitting, drinking the coffee, uh, and then getting started on your job for the day. You know, it was that's how it was. And then there was always no one really looked over us. And I actually went up to Michael Fuchs, who was the this is balls, Michael Fuchs, who was the president of HBO, to ask him if I can do a Halloween party or ask him to do certain things that could be, embarrassing or whatever like that. And on a couple of occasions, I got permission from him to do it. And that was a kick in the ass. That was fun. That was fun.
So, okay, what was being shown on HBO? It was basically movies, right? It was home box office. So it was like having movies screen on your TV if you paid for it. That was the 1980s.
HBO was still showing whatever movies they could have gotten from Columbia or Sony or MGM, any of those companies that weren't sucked up in the years following. 1983. Not necessarily the news was a show about. It was a takeoff on another show that was on NBC, but they would show news that wasn't really news and make it like a big funny thing.